A while ago, I read William Gibson's Neuromancer, and for some reason, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I guess I can say that the pleasure of obsessing over that book surpassed my initial experience reading it. I went out, looking for artworks based on it, and was particularly inspired by Nathan Anderson's and Detberger's beautiful works, which motivated me to create my own. I'm going to create two character designs and show you a final piece that I created with them. My favorite character is Molly, so I started with her. Molly is a cyber mercenary, more specifically, a razor girl. She's probably the character who started that archetype. We know that she has short, dark hair and pale skin. Her most striking physical trait is, of course, her mirror-like implants that seal her eye sockets. I opted for a more rectangular shape with these because I didn't want her to look like an insect lady. I gave her a choker with a razor edition, thinking it was something she would love to wear. Maybe she likes Steinbeck Darrell. She has an athletic build, but she's not necessarily intimidating at first glance. I wasn't really sure about her clothing. At first I thought I could go for a mix of sportswear and army uniforms. It would make sense because of her line of work, but then I decided on style over substance. We know that she loves to wear leather, so I thought I could give her a cropped leather jacket. She wears tight black leather pants in the book, but I wanted to do something a little different, thinking it would be more interesting to look at and make the design a little further from a mirror-eyed trinity. Added a pistol holder for her Fletcher on her right leg. Maybe in the future, I'll take a shot at designing her gun too. Added some fishnets under, and chains on her pants and a razor patch on the back of her jacket, thinking it would be a nice touch on her overall metalhead kind of look. Her other could-be visible trait is hidden razor blade implants under her fingernails. I didn't think blades that just come out of her fingers would look interesting, so I wanted to create an opening for them. Thinking of a mechanism where the nail comes back and metallic finger parts separate from each other to reveal blades that come out from each finger. Not exactly long blades, but blades that would be enough to do violent razor girl stuff. I zoomed in and out even more during the line art and coloring phases of the drawing, and it's quite nauseating to watch. Because of that, I'm just going to show you my line art and the final drawing separately. A very long footage is wasted, but I found a solution for future videos. Here's my line art. I mostly created a clean version of the sketch and defined the shapes of her accessories. And here's the final design. I went for a colorful approach with purples and greens, and wanted to give her dark red lipstick to match her wine-colored nails. Next character is Case. He is our protagonist, a cyberspace hacker who crossed the wrong people. He is an addict, a lost youth, trying to survive without thinking much about anything really. Some people think that he is not an interesting character, but I must say I disagree. I believe that through his character we experience some of the most human moments in this book. The way he lives his life is of course not healthy. He's not someone with a healthy sleep schedule, and I don't presume he eats well either. I also don't think he regularly shaves or anything like that, although if he had a fully grown beard I think we would know about it. I gave him some light bags under his eyes and a slight beard. I wanted his hair to look like it had once been stylishly cut, but the days when he cared about it are far gone. I added lip piercings that I thought would suit him, as well as a plaster on his neck to cover his dermatrot's inputs. I don't think he would bother with anything more efficient to seal them. I quickly drew a headset just for fun. Then, thinking it would be cool to have it visible, I added a pulse monitor on it. I wanted him to look like a nerd and a fuckboy at the same time. Someone who enjoys clubbing but sometimes prefers spending nights losing 7 ranked matches in a row with the boys. I dressed him in short, baggy jeans, a hoodie, and a jacket to complete his look. He loves shurikens for some reason, so I added a shuriken patch on the back of his jacket. Here's my line art. As you can see, the process is mostly the same as Molly's. I added some plasters on his arms, because of the way he does some drugs in the latter half of the story. Went for an even more colorful approach for his design. So, the designs are finished. Next step is to create that fan art I've been mentioning. Here's the final drawing. I just wanted to see these two hang out. After all, they've been through a lot in the story. Chilling in a corner, having a beer and street food. But it doesn't seem like you could do such things without any kind of interruption in this world. Especially if you are dealing with a being like Wintermute. So, because I really wanted to draw some cables and robots and such, I drew these two near them. The one on the left reminds me of GLaDOS, whom I really like too. Added some snowflake imagery to represent Wintermute. I thought about drawing Finn's face in the screens, but I didn't want to do it without creating a character design of him, so I went for snowflakes instead. I can't possibly think of Night City without Cyberpunk 2077, so I wanted to draw a Sphinx cat just like Nibbles, with two rats scheming under it. Very reminiscent of the plot, I think. And here's that brown drone too. I loved that book. I love the chemistry between these two and the world Gibson created. I felt empty after reading it. Creating fan art is a great way to fill that void though. I highly recommend it. Feels nice. One last thing, I've been working on an animated web series for some time now. And I'm going to upload the first episode on this channel. Probably next week. If you think what you are seeing right now is interesting, you might want to stay around, you know. I'll be here, uploading stuff regularly. I hope. Thanks. Bye.